So when we're talking about small business in Australia, two main businesses come to mind. We think of coffee shops and we think of tradies. And so today in Coffs Harbour, we're going to meet the owner of a local coffee shop. Her name is Jasmine and the coffee shop's name is Swift. And we're going to talk with her about her business and how she's managed to succeed for 10 years. Come on, let's go have a chat. Good morning, guys. How are we?
Good. How are you?
Jasmine, I would love to steal you for a couple minutes and talk about your business. But first, can I order 2 coffees to go?
Yeah.
Awesome. Can I get 2 double shot lattes in a medium cup? The laptop open.
Yep.
You know, get your bookkeeping up to date.
Yeah.
Like,
do an Instagram reel.
Some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Worst 4 months of my life.
Yep.
And I love my job, and this is what breaks up my day and gets me out of bed and makes me happy.
See, there's no competing with that.
Because I have the passion.
All right, Jasmine, thanks for joining us on Money Media this morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning in Coffs Harbour. I guess to kick things off, why don't you fill us in on some of your backstory, how you got to be running this coffee van in Coffs Harbour?
So I just had my son, and I was doing all the training for Artisti originally. And before I went on maternity leave, I trained up Dino, who works out at the Tormina.
Okay.
Well, owned the Tormina Dino's coffee car.
And Artisti's a coffee roaster locally?
Artisti is the local coffee roaster that I used to do all the training and wholesale work for.
Sure.
Which is actually the coffee that I use now and have for the last 10 years.
Is it the best coffee?
Yes. I think it's the best coffee because it's strong, but it's smooth, and you can always you can weaken a strong coffee, you can't strengthen a weak coffee. It's local, they use good products. They're so far ahead of the game.
Okay.
Like, if you've visited their coffee roastery, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Luke is just always one step ahead of the game, and him being one step ahead of the game with technology, social media, the quality of coffee, you always feel like you're just in the future, and he's just bringing you along for the ride.
Okay.
The quality's just amazing.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So I got into it.
Yes.
So Chris owned the service station there and brought this one over here, and there was kind of nothing here, and he just wanted people to know that it was open. So he's like, how can I put something outside? So he just offered me a coffee shop. So I was basically on maternity leave.
Wow.
And just went, well, I'm broke anyway, so might as well
give it a go.
Yeah, well, what was the worst that could happen?
So at that point, had you had the experience of making coffee?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So I'd worked for Artisti and done all their wholesale, done all their training.
Yep.
Was working in their espresso bar. Then I worked for Dino for a bit. So I'd probably 2-3 years experience. Before that, I was actually managing Subways.
Okay. So that's really good point. So you've got management experience, you know how to run a team, and you understand. With the Subway management, did you have access to the financials?
Yeah, so I had to do all the MYOB, had to do all the rostering system, had to do all the training, had to do all the crunching of numbers and making sure we were in budgets, and so I kind of had all of that background experience. So
without that, you may have been a sinking ship, would you have said? Like, you've got all that experience there to run a business, and you've got the experience to make the coffees, etc. Is there any other element of the business that you didn't understand or that you had to learn on the fly with the container?
I think I had to learn the whole entire thing on the fly.
Okay.
I still think 10 years later I'm still faking it till I make it.
Yeah. In what way? Can you give us any examples about that?
I think just the current climate.
Okay.
Like the last 10 years I've gone through fires, floods, COVID, lockdown, economy crisis. I'm now on a demolition site. So I feel like just as I kind of get a handle on what I'm doing or how it's going, my business is just thrown some sort of curveball. So I just have to flip it and make it work.
So with those challenges, fires, flood, global pandemic, demolition site, with the challenges that you're throwing through those situations, is it reinventing the wheel for you? Like, are they the same solutions each time, or can you run us through maybe a couple of scenarios that happened and and how that impacted your business and how you were able to counteract that?
To be honest, my business probably thrived
Yeah.
in every single one. It
Wow.
just went up an element, up an element, up an element, even busier every time. I think just because I stick to my formula.
Would you like to share your formula?
Yeah. So I just do quality coffee,
Yep.
quality products, local products. Don't skimp on the equipment, the actual products that you actually use. I'm friendly.
Yep.
So during like all of those things, obviously there was so much negativity in the world.
Yeah.
Through every single one of those. So like during the fires, we did got local businesses gave us food and donations that we could then take out to Glenray and Nana Glen. So like Providores jumped on board and Artisti jumped on board and customers jumped on board. So we just tried to spin like a positive element to it all. During the lockdowns, it was sometimes people's only interaction was with me.
So that's quite a proactive pivot, like an adjustment to actually hand deliver items to people.
Yeah.
And so how did you come up with that? Was that pure?
I think I'm just a glass half full kind of person.
Yeah.
So like in every negative situation, I'll always try to spin a positive. Like if something bad is happening, how can I help? Or what can I do to uplift people? Like during COVID, for instance, I was the only people that they would come and talk to. So I just made it positive. Like, how lovely is the beach? How beautiful is the weather? Why don't you go for a quick swim? There's no one here. I never talked about the media. I didn't follow the media.
Yeah.
I left myself out of all of that so that when people came, it was always like a positive environment. Like my rule was we don't talk about it. And people actually loved it. And my business probably doubled during COVID, I think because of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating given, well, I think initially with COVID there was some uplift across a lot of business with sales given that the money came into the economy. I'm interested to understand though, with the economy, as you said, recessions and what have you, when you see the dips in the economy, because I'm assuming by this point you've got quite a loyal customer base.
Yes.
And so do you see those same dips reflected that the broader economy sees?
Yes, there's definitely dips. Like people that say with the economy crashing,
Yep.
not that we're allowed to say that, but with all of that happening, people that were drinking 2-3 coffees a day, only drinking one. People that were drinking coffee every day, only drinking 3 during the week.
Yep.
And that's where I kind of pivoted back to like quality products, friendly service, quick service. I have the texting, I have the calling. So we're very, very personalised. So there's only 3 of us that work here.
Yep.
We learn people's cars, we learn their licence plate numbers, we learn their coffees so that they pull up, their coffee's pretty much ready as they get to the counter.
Wow.
So just trying to really bring back good quality coffee, good quality products, friendly service, and also fast and personalised.
Yeah.
Like if money is tight everywhere,
Yeah.
people want to spend it so they feel like it's been worth spending. And I feel like if you can give them a personalised and decent product, they will happily spend it.
See, I like that. I think it's interesting because it's counterintuitive. What a lot of businesses would do when margins are squeezed is they would look at their supply and they reduce their outlay on the supply. Whereas it sounds like what you have done is not touched a thing and just stayed to your formula, as you've said.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's worked. And your reasoning as well really makes a lot of sense in that, if people are going to spend money, they're looking for a real value exchange.
Definitely. But we get it everywhere. Like if you spend $30 on something and it's for food, for instance.
Sure.
If it tastes bad, you're like, wow, I just wasted $30. But if it's the best thing you've eaten that week, you're like, wow, I'll go buy one next week.
Yep.
So you really have to go, and also being friendly. I think people want to feel liked. People want to feel valued, which is completely fair.
Yep.
I love people. I love chatting. I like knowing people's stories. So I guess it's just in my nature to be friendly.
Okay. And the camera or this video will show anyway, at some point the panning of the construction site that you now are based on with the business. But prior to this, there was a petrol station that was fairly popular.
Yes, very popular.
In a fairly busy thoroughfare in Coffs Harbour. So I wanted to know, I wanted to get your understanding of how the business has evolved, because it was probably, was it 6 to 12 months ago when the...
It's been 14 months.
14 months now
Yep.
since the petrol station has been demolished. And I want to know, is your business still, has it suffered from the loss of that petrol station?
It definitely has.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't say that look, I've kind of have plateaued.
Okay.
So where I would have been building, I've just kind of stayed the same. So I've just had to work really hard and smart and really advertise, and that's where my Instagrams really come in handy, because people just assumed when all the temporary fencing and all the machinery and all the digging and all the noise came that I just wasn't here, because I'm kind of tucked around on the side. So that's where we went full pelt with our social media,
Yep.
boosting reels, and people pretty much come in even to this day and go, oh, I saw you were on Instagram, oh my goodness, you're still here. Like, I'm so glad you're here, because we literally were given, I think, 5 days notice that the petrol station was closing.
Wow.
So I didn't have time to actually get out and tell people.
Yep.
It just kind of, I found out on a Friday and it was closed, I think, the Wednesday later.
Wow.
Yeah.
So not even 5 business days.
No.
And so you just had to come up with a plan? Did you have a plan, or
No,
just keep doing what you were doing?
I don't think I ever have a plan.
Okay.
I just keep doing what I'm doing.
That's important to know.
Yeah. Look, it's still a thriving business.
Yeah.
It's still doing really well.
Yep.
It will obviously do a lot better once the renovations start, which
Yeah.
start in a few weeks, which is really exciting. Yeah, so it will be a petrol station again.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Owned by a different company, or?
Yes.
Okay, right. So I guess with the plateauing, I want to take it back a step. So with the growth of the business, has it been consistent year on year? And if it has, if you wouldn't mind sharing, could you give us some rough numbers about the growth, let's say on the revenue per year? Like what kind of growth is this business seeing?
Oh, I'm seeing between 20 to 50 cups a day growth per year. But then it will grow, say, April, and it'll stay there.
Yep.
And then we'll stay there from, say, January to April, and then it'll jump back up and stay there.
So do you count your revenue in terms of cups?
Cups and money.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously, like, the cost of everything changes. The cost of my coffee
Yep.
has had to change.
Yep.
So I do try to keep a number on the coffee cups, because that is the most consistent that it has been for 10 years. Because
Interesting.
what I was paying for, say, coffee beans 10 years ago versus now,
Yep.
and what people were paying for coffee 10 years ago versus now, the numbers would be confusing.
So, yeah, right. So you can't rely on the revenue alone because of your costs and
Yeah.
your costs and your sales floating.
Yeah, I think coffee stayed the same for far too long.
Okay. In what way?
It was just this cheap product.
Yep.
Everyone thought it was this cheap product that you could buy for $3.50.
Yep.
And because people had that mind frame, we had to very slowly bring everything up.
Yes.
Obviously, coffee is in such high demand now, so therefore green beans are a lot harder to get.
Green beans?
Green beans, and they all come from overseas.
What are green beans?
That's what coffee is.
Oh, right,
Comes as
yeah.
green beans
Sure.
before it's roasted.
I thought this was a specific type of bean.
No, and shipping costs.
Oh, yes, okay.
No, they all come, like, my coffee is 4 different beans.
Yep.
So, and they're 4 different green beans. They're all roasted separately and they're all blended together to create the champion blend.
Yep, right. So, I guess what I'm interested to know is, what is the strategy for business growth? Like, you've obviously touched on the things that you guys do obviously quite well, and a lot of it is your nature anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
And you've got the formula. Is there anything outside of that that you intend to use as like as a tool for growth? Let's say marketing or...
I probably needed to jump more on the tech bandwagon.
Okay.
Because that's the way the world is going.
Yes.
People are going that whole technology-wise. Like, I stick to the texting, the calling, which people use, a lot of customers use, especially Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
But people are jumping on those apps where you can order and it's there when you get there. So I guess I need to jump onto the tech world.
Okay. And with competition, so Australia is the country of tradesmen and coffee shops. I'm assuming at this stage, during your business life, you would have seen many coffee shops come and go.
Yep.
But when a new coffee shop does come, and I know we spoke off camera earlier about coffee shops opening up around you, do you adjust what you are doing to compete with those new coffee shops?
No.
Or?
No, I kind of positive spin on everything.
Okay.
I open this to better myself, I open this to better my family, and I assume and I just am in the mind frame that they are only doing the same.
Okay.
So they're not necessarily opening because they want to beat me.
Yeah.
And if they are, that's completely fine, but it also won't work because unless you really love it,
Yep.
it's not going to work.
Okay.
And I really love it, and I think anything you do really well, anything that you love in a good location and a good formula, it will thrive and it will work.
Absolutely.
Opening hours are probably a big thing. Like the amount of people that say, my opening hours are 5:30 till 12. Oh, it's quiet at 10:30, they go home. And I see that a lot in hospitality.
Yeah, right.
And I get it. Like, so the first year that I was open, I'd sit there and read magazines for the last 2 hours. I wouldn't see anyone. But now I serve people right till I close.
Mm-hmm.
When it's raining, I serve people all day because other places just don't open because it's raining. Everyone still drinks coffee when it rains.
I guess my next question is, because I assume you're interested in the growth of the business, continued growth of the business. Will Jasmine ever open up a second location?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Have you thought about it?
I've tried. I nearly did. And I probably will. But it'd have to be right. I wouldn't open a shop for the sake of it. I did have two.
Okay.
And I did have to close one because of COVID. It was great. It worked. It would have been a great business, but then during COVID, the whole structure changed and I had to get out before we went broke.
So that's interesting. I didn't actually realise. So you had this van here and you also had a shop as well?
Yeah, so I had the courthouse lease for 12 months.
Right, okay.
Yep. But every time there was a lockdown in Melbourne, there was a lockdown in Coffs because the courthouses all work together.
Right.
And Melbourne was the most locked down city in the world.
Yes, yeah.
So, I just got out before we went broke.
But, and you were saying earlier that even through those challenges, those events, you've managed to see uptick growth. So I'm assuming that when you closed down that courthouse venue, then your growth on here
Yes.
continued to increase.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Yeah. But I think just the location and the customers
Okay.
was totally different. That was a pretty niche, I guess, customer base. And it was relied on a lot of people coming through, and then they changed it and no one was coming through.
Okay.
And I don't think it went back the same for a very long time afterwards.
So with that then, would you open, because was that bricks and mortar, the courthouse, or was that, okay.
Wig and Bean, it was called.
And that was attached to the courthouse?
Yeah, it was
physically.
on the outside of it.
Right. So I guess what are some of the differences between having a fixed location and a trailer? I understand this is fixed, but...
A trailer is a lot of labour. I wouldn't do a trailer.
Okay.
I'm too lazy for that.
Why is that? Like carting it around? Is that what you mean?
I am a very motivated person in many parts of my life, but not that.
Okay.
It's so much labour.
Okay.
So much to clean. You have to have a reliable vehicle.
Yep.
Because you need something to tow it to and from. If it's mobile, you have to leave. You can't just leave it there for the night.
Yep.
It's not secure. You're always moving everything around, so everything's getting moved. And no, thank you.
All right. So container or attached building,
Pretty much.
or freehold.
Yep.
And the next thing I wanted to jump to was with the actual. There's a massive horsefly over there on that brickwork. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
I'll
kill it?
I'll keep my eye on it. It should be all right. It should leave us alone. It might just want the attention.
Now I'm going to think about it. Where'd it go?
Just there.
There you go.
Nice.
Now we can move on.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's a massive horsefly. I'm glad you're wearing thongs because I was like, what am I going to grab it with? All right, Jasmine, thank you so much for your time, sharing your time with us on your Saturday morning. Before I leave it there, you shared a lot. Is there anything else that you would like to share on camera for any people out there that are thinking about opening a coffee shop or currently open a coffee shop and they're just new to the game, is there anything that you would like to share, any wisdom you would like to impart?
Just make sure you love it, stick to your opening hours, use good products, be friendly and enjoy it. It's hard. It's not easy. You're not opening and getting 200 customers. It took me years to get there, but it's worth it. I love it.
And your socials are amazing. Where can everyone...
follow us on social media, Swift with a double T.
Swift with a double T on Instagram, on Facebook?
Yeah.
Facebook, everywhere else, Swift with a double T. We've been Money Media. This is Jasmine, I'm James, and we'll see you for the next video.
Thank you.